morning friends, and welcome to Relief Tutorials again. In the last lecture we have discussed about solution, the true solution in which the solute particles are dissolved in solvent evenly throughout the mixture. The density of solute particles is same everywhere. We have seen the properties also, that the size of solute particles are 10⁻⁻⁹ meter, means 1 nanometer. They are not visible with the naked eyes. Even the light beam cannot be scattered, and these particles cannot be filtered also. Now, one more property of solution, and that is the concentration of solution. So today's topic is about concentration. Concentration of solution. Here the word concentration actually represents the amount of solute present in the given amount of solution. Let us understand this word with the help of simple example, and the concept will be clear. Consider this is 90 gram of water. I have taken 90 gram of water here, and let us add 10 gram salt. So 90 gram of water, 10 gram of salt. So here water is solvent and salt is solute. 90 gram of solvent, 10 gram of solute combinedly form 100 gram solution. 90 gram is the mass of solvent only. But now when you add 10 gram of solute, the total mass of the solution would be 100 gram. So in this 100 gram of solution, I have 10 gram of salt. In this 100 gram of solution, I have 10 gram of salt, means solute is present. Another example. Let us say I have taken 80 gram of water. 80 gram of water I am taking, and I am adding 20 gram of salt. So the total mass again will be 80 plus 20, 100 gram of solution. Now in these 100 gram of solution, I have 20 gram of solute. Look at this. The mass of solution here also 100, here also 100. So I have same amount of solutions, but amount of solute is more here. So we can say concentration of this solution is more, because the amount of solute is more in the given amount of solution. So the solution in which more solute is dissolved said to be more concentrated. The solution in which more solute is dissolved said to be more concentrated. So in these two, this solution having more concentration, or we can say this solution is more concentrated because it has more amount of solute is present in the given amount of. See, we are doing the comparison in the same amount of solution. Be careful, when you do the comparison, the solution amount should be same. Then you can do the comparison. Okay, let us take one more example. I have 40 gram of water, and I am adding 10 gram of salt. So solvent is of 40 gram, solute is of 10 gram, so total mass of the solution is 50 gram. Okay, another solution I am having. I have taken 80 gram of water, and I am adding 20 gram of salt in that. So total mass of the solution would be 100 gram. Okay. So this is 50 gram solution. This is 100 gram solution. If you see here 10 gram of solute and here 20 gram of solute. So if I ask you which solution has more concentration of solute, which solution has more concentration of solute, so some of you might say that this solution having more amount of solute, so the concentration is more, but it is not so, because we are not comparing the equal amount of solutions. So how can we find out that which one having more concentration and less? So for that we have a formula to calculate the concentration. Look at this. What is the amount of solute? 10 gram. So we have a formula for the concentration of solution. Let us write here. Amount of solute upon amount of solution. Be careful here in the formula. We have amount of solute upon amount of solution, not the solvent. So many students make the mistake during while solving the numericals that they put the values of solvent in the denominator. No, amount of solution is important. And this ratio can be converted into percentage by multiplying it by 100. So normally concentration is represented in percentage form. What is the formula to calculate the concentration? Amount of solute upon amount of solution multiplied by 100, that percentage. Now let us calculate the concentration in both these by substituting the values in the formula. So here if you roughly calculate concentration, let us say this solution is A and this solution is B. So concentration of A is equals to amount of solute. What is the amount of solute? It is 10 gram. Upon what is the amount of solution? It is 50 gram, and into 100, that will be the percentage. So here if you see 50 2s are gram cancelled, so 10 2s are 20 percentage. So concentration of A is 20 percentage. So this is having 20 percentage concentration. This is called as its concentration. Now put the values here also. Concentration of B is equals to amount of solute, and that is 20 here, upon amount of solution is 100, and into 100 percentage. 100 cancel and answer is 20 percentage. So both having same concentration. So this way we can calculate concentration by having this formula. Okay, in the formula if you see carefully that here we are writing the word amount. Amount of solute and amount of solution. Amount can be represented by many ways. Like in this example we have seen the amount is represented by mass in grams. Sometimes the amount can be represented in terms of volume, liter, milliliter, etc. So we have different types of concentration based on the different categories of amount. First type of concentration in terms of mass to mass ratio. Mass to mass means in your textbook it is given as weight to weight. Doesn't matter, both are same. So mass to mass or weight to weight ratio means in place of amount we can write weight of solution, means mass. Just previously we have, means recently we have solved. Mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. Okay, so what would be the formula? In this ratio we can represent like this: concentration or percentage concentration in terms of weight to weight ratio is equals to, C is a symbol for concentration, we are finding the percentage, so we can write here percentage concentration in terms of what? In terms of weight to weight ratio, means we can modify our formula that weight in place of amount, we are writing weight, particularly weight of solute upon weight of solution into 100. Sometimes it is given like this. For example, if I say here I have 2 liters of water. 2 liters of water. Liter is a volume. Liter is a volume. So this is the volume. This region represents 2 liter volume. Now let us add 5 grams of salt. Salt obviously is a solid one, so it cannot be represented in terms of liter. It is 5 grams salt. Okay, so 2 liter is the volume of solvent, the water. Now let us add 5 grams. So will the volume of solvent increases or not? Before adding this, the volume was 2 liters. Now let us add 5 grams of it. So I think we have seen yesterday that these salt molecules take the place here, everywhere inside the solution. Does it increase the total region? No, because region remains same, the volume. What do you think? When you add salt, the water comes up? Never, because that molecules of salt take the place in between the intermolecular space of water. So they are not actually creating new space, they are not actually occupying new volume. So the volume of the solution also remains same as the volume of solvent. So when you are solving the problems, when you have volume given for solvent, not the mass increases, but volume remains same. So when you have been given volume of solvent and volume of solution remains same. Is that clear? So here, if you see, the solute is given in terms of mass. 5 gram is the mass and 2 liter is what? Volume. So how can you form the formula? Change in the formula will be here solute is in terms of mass. So we can write here mass of solute upon volume of solution. So based on this, we have another type of concentration, is concentration in terms of mass by volume or weight by volume ratio. We can frame the formula like this: percentage concentration in terms of weight by volume or mass by volume, whatever you write, is equals to replace the amount by here mass and denominator will be volume. So we can say mass of solute upon volume of solution into 100%. So this way we are having 2 types of concentrations. One more type is there, but it's not important to discuss also. It is not given in your textbook, but let me give you the information. Third type of concentration is volume by volume ratio. If the solute is also given in terms of volume, in ml or liter form, then you can use that type of concentration, but that is not actually in our syllabus. So let us see some numericals based on this. Example number 2.1, page number 17 in your textbook. One of the example is given to you. Let me read that. Example 2.1, a solution contains 40 gram of common salt. One of the solution contains 40 gram of salt in 320 gram of water. So these both are in terms of mass. So it is mass by mass, or we can say here let me remove this W, let me write mass. So avoid the confusion. So mass by mass, it's a mass by mass type of concentration to be calculated. So 40 gram of salt is present in 320 gram of water. This is the mass of solvent, this is mass of solute, but we require the mass of solution. So for that, let us add these two. The question is, you have to calculate the percentage concentration in terms of mass by mass ratio. So first of all, this is example number 2.1. Example 2.1. What is given to you? You have been given mass of solute, and that is 40 gram. You have been given mass of solvent, and that is 320 gram. So from these we require the mass of solution. So I think that is the sum of these two, and that will be 360 gram. See, when you have been given both masses, solution mass will be sum of these two. But if you have been given the volume of solvent, volume remains same. Okay, but here the mass 40 plus 320 is 360, and now you have the question that percentage concentration to find in terms of mass by mass ratio. Percentage concentration in terms of mass by mass means mass of solute. So mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100 percentage. Put the values. Mass of solute. Mass of solute means it is what? It is 40. Upon mass of solution, it is what? 360 into 100 percentage. Okay, so 0 cancelled, 4 9s are 100 by 9, and 100 by 9 will give you the answer as 11.11 percentage. So 11.1 is enough to write. This is the concentration we found. One more example is given on page number 18. Some blue color questions are given on that page just above the table, and in that it is question number 3, not 1 and 2, it's question number 3 there. Read that question please everybody. To make a saturated solution, 36 gram of sodium chloride is dissolved in 100 gram of water. 36 gram of sodium chloride. 36 gram NaCl is added to 100 gram of water. Okay, so this is the mass of solute, this is mass of solvent. So the mass of solution will be sum of these two. So this is page number 18. Page number 18. Blue. Question number 3. Mass of solute is given as 36 gram. Mass of solvent is given as 100 gram. And mass of solution is given as 136 gram. And again you have been asked to calculate the concentration. So percentage concentration in terms of mass by mass ratio is equals to mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100 percentage. So the next step is put the values. Mass of solute is 36, mass of solution is 136 into 100. I think it is 2 18s are and 2 6s are 12 and 2 8s are 16. Still 2 34 and 2 9. Okay, that's Still you can cut it into 2, I think 270 and 250 the, so 50 into 9 is 450 by 17, 450 by 17, 17 to the 34, 11 left, 0, 17 6 are 102, 8.04 the 68, so I think that's okay for us. It's 26.4 percentage is the concentration for this solution. So this is all about the concentration of solution. We have seen the formula, we have seen two types of concentration, mass by mass ratio and mass by volume ratio. Still two types of solutions are there based on the concentration. Based on the concentration, we have two more types to be studied. That is called as saturated solution and unsaturated solution. Saturated and unsaturated. Consider here is what? Let us say this is 100 gram of water. Temperature of this water is 25 degrees Celsius. Let us take simple example to understand. Let us say this is 100 ml of water volume. Now let me add 2 gram of salt. You can perform this activity at your home also. You can just take 100 ml of water and add 2 gram of salt in that. So here, let us take 100 ml of water at 25 degrees Celsius. We are adding 2 gram of salt. So according to formula, if we calculate the concentration, that percentage concentration here would be, according to formula, see this, here the mass of solute is given and volume of solution is given. You know that volume of solvent is always equal to volume of solution. So according to formula, in terms of mass by volume ratio, mass of solute is 2 gram and volume of solution is 100 multiplied by 100, so 100 will be cancelled. So here the concentration is 2%. Okay, same solution. Now add 2 more gram of salt. You have 100 ml of water, you have added 2 gram of salt first, and then again you are adding 2 more gram of salt there. So total mass of solute now present is 4 gram. So now the concentration of mass by volume ratio will be 4%, because the volume of solution remains 100 ml only. So here if you see, as we are adding more solute, the concentration increases. You can perform this activity at your home also. You can take 100 ml of solution at 2 gram, stir it very well. You will see that the 2 gram salt is dissolved. More 2 gram, again that may be dissolved. So if you are adding continuously 2 more grams, so let's say 6 gram total mass, then plus 2, it becomes 8. So what do you think? Whatever the amount of solute you are adding continuously, that all mass of solute will be dissolved in the solution? Not every time, because it is having the fixed temperature as 25 degrees Celsius and the amount of solvent is not increasing. You are just increasing the amount of solute. We know that when you add salt in water, let us say these are the water molecules, the salt occupy the space between water molecules. Means they occupy the space which is already present intramolecular, as an intramolecular space between the water molecules. So when you are adding 2 gram and more 2 gram, so as you go on, all spaces will be occupied. You are adding 2 gram first, so concentration is 2%. You are more adding 2 means 4%, then 6%, then 8% concentration, then 15% maybe. So at one of the moment you will see that at a given temperature, for a given amount of solvent, it has certain capacity to dissolve the solute in it. Okay, at one moment, for example, at 15, you have added 15 gram of salt totally. So at that moment, percentage concentration will be 15%. Okay, you are adding 1 more gram of salt. Already you have dissolved 15 gram. You are adding 1 more gram of salt. You are stirring it, but you will see that that 1 gram salt is not dissolving because now there is no space available for more molecules of salt. So no more solute will be dissolved in the solution. Means maximum solute you have dissolved. At maximum solute you have dissolved 15 gram in this 100 ml of water at 25 degrees Celsius. Such type of solution in which there is no more solute can be dissolved is called as saturated solution. And when the saturated solution is obtained, the concentration said to be maximum. It is having the maximum concentration because no more solute can be occupied in the solvent at the given condition. Okay, when the concentration was 2%, the solution was still having some space to dissolve more solute. Such all cases are called as unsaturated solution. Unsaturated solution means the solution in which more solute can be dissolved. And saturated means what? It's having already dissolved maximum amount of solute, so no more space is available, no more solute can be dissolved, and at that moment the concentration is maximum. So unsaturated solution, the more solute can be dissolved and concentration can be increased if we want. But saturated means maximum concentration is there, no more solute be dissolved. Okay, so let us say at 25 degrees Celsius, 100 ml of water, we have dissolved 15 gram of salt, and that is the maximum salt dissolved. Let us say it is the maximum concentration. Now, if I want to dissolve more salt in this solution, then what should I do? We know that there is no spaces available. Then how can we dissolve more salt? But there are two ways we are having so that we can dissolve more salt in that, and that is if we increase the solvent. 100 ml of water you have taken, all the space is occupied. Now if you increase the amount of solvent, if you add more water, more spaces will be available, so more solute can be dissolved. So saturated solution can again make unsaturated, by adding more solvent. Or let us not add more water in this. But if you increase the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius, we know that at any temperature the molecules of any substance having certain intermolecular space. And if you increase, let us say the temperature increases to 50 degrees Celsius. So due to more heat provided externally, or as the temperature increases, the molecule vibrate and goes away. So they vibrate with the larger amplitude and they goes away. So the space increases, and as the space increases, more salt again can be occupied. So second way to change the saturated solution into unsaturated is what? By increasing temperature. As the temperature increases, more spaces will be available and more solute can be dissolved. So in short, if I say what do you mean by saturated solution means the solution at a given temperature for a given amount of solution, maximum solute is dissolved. No more solute can be dissolved. And unsaturated means what? It is still having a tendency to dissolve more amount of solute in that. Okay. Okay, so today we have seen about concentration of solution, saturated solution, unsaturated solution. So please be practicing.